associate of Dwight L. Moody, once told the story of Dr. Howard, a distinguished Australian pastor who decided to preach on sin. After the service, one of his church officers came to talk to him in his pastoral study. And he told him, "Dr. Howard, we don't want you to talk so plainly about sin. Because if our boys and girls hear you talking so much about sin, they will more easily become sinners. Just call sin a mistake, if you will, but do not speak so plainly about sin." Without responding, Dr. Howard went to a shelf in his study and took down a small bottle of strychnine, clearly marked poison. He then said to this church officer, "I see what you want me to do. You want me to change the label. But imagine what would happen if I changed the label on this bottle of strychnine to essence of peppermint. Don't you see what would happen? The milder you make the label, the more dangerous you make the poison. If it's really poison, wouldn't you want to call it poison? If it's really going to kill you, don't you want it to say so clearly? Don't you want to be warned by the label?" Charles Spurgeon said the following, or wrote this rather, about a proper attitude towards sin. "Beware of light thoughts of sin. Take heed lest thou fall little and little. Sin, a little thing, is it not poison? Who knows its deadliness? Sin, a little thing. Do not the little foxes spoil the grapes? Doth not the tiny coral insect build a rock which wrecks a navy? Do not little strokes fell lofty oaks? Will not continual droppings wear away stones? Sin, a little thing? It girded the Redeemer's head with thorns and pierced his heart. It made him suffer anguish, bitterness, and woe. Could you weigh the least sin in the scales of eternity? You would fly from it as from a serpent and abhor the least appearance of evil. Look upon all sin as that which crucified the Savior, and you will see it to be exceedingly sinful. We need to see sin for what it really is, exceeding sinful. We need to see it as God sees it. We don't need to change the label.